I went to school at the University of Toronto and knew about the Wildlands League in the 1980s. But it wasn't until 1997 when a staff person from Wildlands asked me if we would be interested in participating in a conference. And that cemented a partnership between our organizations that lasts to this day.
When I was in my 30s, I just had a child and I designed a t-shirt that they sold in a store or through the organization somehow, and it said "Keep the Fish Swimming," and had all these fish on it and had the Wildlands logo on the sleeve. So that was a fun t-shirt to design.
Stopping walking in Algonquin Park, starting Paddle de Rouge. I think I also saw a couple tidbits with Janet speaking to the media, and so really seeing that you understand the audiences you're speaking to and the different ways to really get your message across in a way that resonates with who you're talking to. I think that's really incredible, and seeing the milestones of all the great accomplishments that you've had.
My favorite natural area in Ontario is probably the Polar Bear Provincial Park near Winnisk First Nation, way up in northern Ontario. And it's a place that not a lot of people in Ontario get a chance to go to. It's a place that not a lot of Ontarians know, but it was really beautiful. It had a lot of flowers and it was really remote.
It's the cornerstone of the future of the planet. The two biggest crises that we're facing are climate change and biodiversity loss, and protected areas are key to addressing both of those things. And that is something we need to do at the same time as we're reducing emissions and transitioning our economy to one that's a clean energy economy. These things have to be done together, and more people get it, and some of our politicians even get it.
To protect nature, to protect biodiversity, to me is key to the future of the forest sector in Canada in this 21st century.
Our lives depend on it. Our lives depend on the natural systems which we are in the course of destroying. If we don't protect nature, we don't have a future.
What I particularly love is that in the toolbox of how to solve the problems, you will open any tool if it's going to work. Work with industry, work with government, fight government. What's going to get us the solution that we need? And I like that flexibility and willingness to try and work to find a solution, but then to draw the line and say, if you're not going to do it, we're going to take you to court.
Wonderful science, great people, good relationships, and you never give up.
I'd like to thank George Warecki for helping provide the history on this. I'd like to thank Douglas Pimlett and the original 11 who came together and created Wildlands League. It's been a true blessing for me to be able to work on this project at Wildlands League. I'd like to thank the 50 years of board members, staff members, and all the supporters who basically said, I'm going to put some of my life's energy into this work because I believe in it. And you can see the threads through all of this where we continue to work on forestry, we continue to work on logging, we continue to take our message to the media, we continue to be a well-researched organization who really wants to make sure we understand the issues and get things right.